push us back. He does a desperate attempt and sixes drones on us, but at this point, it's pretty much good game for him. So Jack is going to be out of this in a second. He does drop another spine crawler, but it's a little too late. I have two more zealots on the way, and I believe I have some. Yeah, I have two stalkers being produced now. I'm doing another pylon. I believe. Yeah, I am supply locked. And then we come over here to Lihindu. He has one stalker, another. He's got 5 cannons, and as we saw, 5. Excuse me. He did have 5. What you call them? Spine crawlers, and that didn't do it. So there's no way 5 cannons are going to do it for us. And then Lihindu does put up some pylons at the front of his base. I think he was going to try and capture us or cage us up inside this base over here with some cannons, but we did catch it, and we said no to that. So Jack went ahead and left the game. He did not have anything. He had 3 drones being produced, but those were going to be slaughtered if they got anywhere close to the exit. So I gave up on shooting anything else that Jack did leave behind, and blacklisted to try and decided to just go and kill anything else up in there, kill the spawning pool, but it wasn't going to do anything. No good was going to come of that. Let's see. Over here I have 2 more. I have the stalkers finally done being produced or sent over there. I believe I have 2 more stalkers on the field somewhere. Let's see. No, I don't. Drone count wise, Lihindu's got 23 drones. He is producing a lot of money. Actually, not that much ahead of us because he does have his simulators fully gassed out right now. He's producing, let's see, more stalkers on the way. He's got 6 cannons now. We're just grouping out in front of his base, just taking out some of the overlords, just I guess to get the sight down. I do send 1 probe over there to drop a pylon down. Now that I've got warp gate produced, I'm gonna be able to warp over there to attack a lot faster. 2 more sentries now sent in. They're gonna go ahead over there and meet up with the rest of the crew. Blacklisted's got some more zealots sitting over here. He needs to send those over as well. He's now going for the simulators and dropping a cybernetics core just in case we go into the long game. But then again, it is now 1 versus 2, so the odds of the long game happening are very, very slim. No offense to you, Lihindu, but you know it is 2 versus 1. You did hunker down a little too much, which again was kind of smart with the static defenses. You are playing against 2 Protoss. When you see that, I would assume a rush. When you see 2 Zergs, I would assume a rush. When you see 2 Terrans, I would assume Reaper rush. The only time that I see the cannons being very effective is against a Reaper rush because they are a little bit like paper dolls. They will die very quickly to a cannon. So putting those in about a triangle like 1, 2, and 3 around your mineral line would stop Reaper rushes. But as for that, I think he should have pushed out a little faster. I do come up here. I believe I've seen the cannons at this point. Yes, I do see his cannons. So I believe when you see a Protoss player turtling up like this, 1 is because we were rushing him, but 2, you also want to think Void Rays. So, and my assumption was correct. He did build a starport, and he is going for a Void Ray, which is going to hurt the Zealots. But good thing that I went ahead and switched to Stalkers and stopped producing the Zealots because in case something like that did happen. Blacklisted sending over some more Zealots. Does he have any more on the way? He's got 1 more on the way. He did go for a forge, not too sure why, unless he's going to build some cannons. So I asked him if he's ready. I do have 1 Void Ray myself, apparently. Yeah, I went ahead and made 2 more gateways. I made a Stargate, and I am now producing more drones as well. So I'm catching up on the drone count. So that's good there, just in case the game did go into overtime. So we are getting ready to push in. My Zealots are a little out of place. I try and get his Stalkers to follow me so we can get them out of range of the cannons, but he quickly says no to that. So we group up. I have my pylons out here to warp in some more in any kind of unit if need be. I tell him to get ready to attack, and I'm going to have my Void Ray come over here to flank it and just see what I can take out. I assumed his cannons did not wrap around his entire base, and my assumption was spot on. He is making some more Void Rays. He has this one over here going to the back of my base, so he's going to try and base race us, it would seem, as he thinks that we can't take out air, but because I have the Warp Gate, I can easily send in some sentries if need be. More Zealots being warped in by Blacklisted. He's not getting anything else, and he's building a robotics facility. So he's just building everything. So, and we do engage over here at the base. I dropped down another pylon just so I can reinforce this really quickly. He does see that and wants to focus that down. I don't think that should have been done. Granted, I did try and warp in 2 Stalkers right there. They did die because the pylon went down. They do have to be the pylon ground does have to be there in order for them to be warped in fully, so I did lose both of them. The big battle going on now. He only has 3 stalkers left. I do try and focus down his pylons. Blacklist is going for the photon cannons as it is. I believe that at this point he should have just sent his drones on us. He's got these ward rays done. This one's sitting here not doing anything whatsoever. And then back at my base, he does send in the one single void ray to try and do some kind of damage. Who knows what that's going to do? And then Blacklisted also has some zealots out here not doing anything as well. He could have sent those in to help with the battle. At this point, I have my 1 void ray. I have 4 stalkers. A little bit out of the way now of these cannons he has left over. Blacklisted go ahead and laughs because of this 1 void ray in my base. I'm like, okay, you're just a little nuisance. I go ahead and warp in 2 stalkers to try and stop that. Because it is already fully charged, he's going to take down those stalkers really fast. But again, I'm warping these now into, or turning these now into warp gates so I can go